Staten Island with the football first. First and midfield. Vanetti fires, complete to the sidelines. Said that she can sling it with the left hand. Jessica Finley making the reception.
Yeah, and you see her numbers right there in the 2 games in bracket play. But just most recently, she was 10 for 16 for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. She loves to get the ball out fast, get the ball into her receiver's hands so they can get that yak yardage that is so important in flag football.
Second in midfield. Finley is part of the original group of this squad. That pass incomplete. Good closing speed. Broken up by Hannah Jays.
She did a great job of driving down on that. I mean, especially with Jessica Finley being one of the top players that they've had recently. You see her coming out there and, has her hand on the flag, pulls it. Jessica Finley's probably going to want to get that one back, but at least that nice throw and catch to start the game.
Hey, Mark, sometimes you got to get your head in the game, right?
Yeah,
right there, she used her head to knock that ball out. That's what we're talking about, Hannah James. We like it.
Val Finetti in the pocket. Third down and midfield to go. Little misdirection, and there's their playmaker, Wilson. Wilson close to that midfield mark. Let's see where they spot it. It's not where the flag is pulled, it's where the ball is, and they spot it right on the midfield line. So it's a first down and goal to go. They'll have 3 chances from there.
So what you want to watch here, you've got the misdirection coming back across, but the Fury defense are all sitting at 7 yards off. That is perfect running ground for Janaisa Wilson.
Boy, what a great call by Coach Holt of the Staten Island Giants. Incomplete, no flag on the play. Broken up again by Hannah Jays, who's been great defensively. It was intended for Jessica Finley.
Hannah Jays had 7 tackles in the last game. She has been a defensive stalwart for them. But now you're seeing the importance of that run by Janaisa Wilson getting stopped right on that midline. This second stop now makes it to where they have 2 downs to go 25 yards to score a touchdown.
Wow.
Amazing defense, although they gave up the first. Nice job of making sure they got her down.
Second and goal, Vanetti. Behind and high, intended for Wilson. You know, this is a special day for Janaisa Wilson. She was unable to play in the Nationals last time because of a car accident that she was involved in, was unable to get in time to register, and this game means that much more for her today.
Absolutely. We heard them talking earlier just about the community, the family. I mean, you can see these teams and all the supporters around here, they love each other.
So it's third down and a long way to go from midfield.
Ooh. Can't shave the line in flag football.
Illegal procedure on the offense. Number 3, it's a 5-yard penalty, carries with a loss of down.
Loss of down. So that means that the Fury will take over on their own 5-yard line, first in midfield. Let's take another look.
Guys, we've seen this a lot in NFL football. You're trying to get that forward momentum going downhill. Well, guess what? In flag, it's illegal. It's also illegal in the NFL. You can only do that in the Canadian Football League. And last time I checked, we ain't in Canada.
Yep. Get a look at Ava Wallace now, quarterback. Fakes the handoff, throws it behind, but it's caught by her receiver nonetheless. That's Marinelle Thompson, who we talked about in our show opening.
Mark, you brought up the great story about Janaisa Wilson getting an opportunity to play here. Well, SIG also didn't have Jessica Finley the last time they played against Texas Fury, so they feel like they're fully loaded in this matchup and want to prove a point. They got to do a good job on defensive here, keeping the Fury off balance.
Wallace fakes the handoff under pressure, threw it up, almost intercepted by Wilson.
Wow, and you see the excitement there, even from Kylie Caetano, the rusher, getting in the face. Look, when you've got a bunch of shifting, misdirection, you're under center like this, Kylie Caetano coming in, really affecting the throw there and almost creating a pick. That's why we say the rusher is one of the most important people on your defense.
Wow. Third down in midfield. Catch and run that time by Emma Clark, one of the favorite receivers for Ava Wallace. So decision time now on fourth and midfield. What do they do?
Yeah, they should definitely go for it here.
This will be a TV timeout.
And you see the rules there on the screen. If they go for this on fourth and mid and don't get it, Sig will take over at that spot, but then it'll be 1st and goal, which means they got a long ways to go to score a touchdown. Usually when you get inside that no-run zone, which is the red dotted lines that you see on either side of the 50-yard line or midfield line of this game, teams will go for it there because they know that the consequences aren't that high. So it's a smart decision by Texas Fury to go for it. Look for them to try to hit Emma Clark, who is right here at the bottom of the screen.
Wallace back to pass. There it is to the sideline, complete. And they'll pick up the first down. Marinelle Thompson got it done.
Yes, you're going to see two things right here. Marinelle Thompson, and then you got a slant here by Emma Clark. The defense rolls with Emma Clark, leaves Marinelle wide open on the sideline. That's a very common flag play, but also very common in the NFL. We call that drag slant.
Got it done just like her favorite player, CeeDee Lamb. 1st and goal. They'll have 3 tries to score from there. Wallace under duress, incomplete. Boy, good pressure up front by the rusher, Kylie Catano.
Yeah, I mean, the way that she is flying in there, right? It's all about being able to keep your eyes on the hips the whole time and even just finding a way to disrupt. If you need to get a hand up, try and block the vision. Because these teams have played each other so much, they have a great understanding of what Ava Wallace as a quarterback likes to do as her evasive moves.
2nd and goal. Got 3 receivers to the left of Wallace. Pulls it incomplete. Didn't really look like she had her feet set there.
Yeah, she didn't. And we've seen this from both quarterbacks today. Both Ava Wallace and Valentina Finetti have been a little off, a little high, a little wide. We understand that, it's a big stadium. It's a big moment. They need to take a deep breath, relax just a little bit, and not allow that pressure to get to them. But as Phoebe said, Kylie Catano right here has been a woman on a mission this entire time rushing the passer.
3rd and goal, they got to score, but we have a procedure penalty.
False start on the offense, moving forward to the line of scrimmage. It carries with a loss of down. It's turnover.
And then it was announced that there was a new division for 18 and under, and that gave them an extra 4 years together. But the parents joke that in the adult league, all of the players that would play against them were like, we wish our moms still came to games. We're in our mid-20s. They don't come. Let me tell you what, there's a lot of Texas Fury parents in the house today.
You love to see it, the support and the real sisterhood of the different teams, how they've played against each other at different levels throughout the course of their respective careers. 2nd and midfield coming up for Staten Island Giants. And that pass complete to number 5, Allison Ganlon. Phoebe, you were just saying during the break that she's got to be a little bit more involved here, right?
She does. She was our NFL Flag Player of the Year last year. Pool play, she had 3 pick sixes. I mean, she has to come alive to give this team a little bit of juice and then open it up for Jessica Finley. You put your attention on someone like Allison Ganlon, it just opens it up for the rest of the receivers out there.
So it'll be 3rd down in midfield. That ball spotted in the no-run zone, that dotted red line that's on the field. Panetta completes it over the middle, and they'll have 1st and goal. Allison Ganlon appearing again, getting integrated into that offense.
And Mark, that's the thing about Allison Ganlon. She's the NFL Flag Football Player of the Year, but throughout this tournament, she's been extremely quiet, allowing other players on the team to make plays. But right here in crunch time, when you need her to show up, back-to-back catches. That's great to see.
Already just 4 minutes to go in the first half. Finetti complete. Wilson. Janasia Wilson makes the catch. It'll be 2nd down and goal. This year, Wilson is ready to go after missing out the last time these two teams played at Nationals.
Yeah, and you've got 4 of the players on this team who actually all go to Kaiser University together. Kylie, Val, Olivia Rijo, Janasia, so they have the familiarity too.
Kaiser's going to have some great chemistry next year.
No doubt about it.
Under 3.5 minutes to go underneath. And there she is again, Allison Ganlon. Stopped immediately by Sonia Chalil. So it's 3rd and goal. They got to get it into the end zone here, or else Texas Fury takes over from their own 5.
And their huge red zone threat, at least throughout this tournament, has been Olivia Rijo. Right now, she doesn't appear to be on the field. She's outside right here. That is Olivia Rijo. They like running her on corner routes, so look for her to try to get open into the back of the end zone for Val Vanetti.
She's one of those players going to Kaiser University. There it is, as called, and incomplete. as predicted, Robert. Great job, and Hannah Jays was there to break it up. So Texas Fury gets the stop defensively, with Staten Island threatening, missing by that much.
Ooh.
Wow.
Listen, I watched my tape. We've been studying, but guess what? Hannah Jay said, so do I. She got that hand out there on the route. You see Valvanetti rolling to her left to try to make that throw. Just amazing defense there by Texas Fury.
And that pass hit the ground, incomplete. It'll be second down and midfield for Texas Fury.
And back to you guys' story about all the moms being out there for the Texas Fury. Listen, as a Texas native myself,
right.
I just have to say that everything is bigger in Texas.
Go ahead.
And that includes the support. So I just want y'all to know, that's how we do it, man. We're going to be there.
Yeah, but I got something for you about Staten Island on the other side of this play. Wallace's pass incomplete. Speaking of the parents, okay, I'm going to up you one, Robert.
Uh-oh.
Go for it.
Those Staten Island Giants parents, they all got the same tattoos to support their team.
Oh,
how about that?
They put SIG on the arm and on the leg?
Yeah.
With the players
Yes,
as well.
with the players.
Yeah, that's real dedication. I don't know if we're doing all that in
They're
Texas.
bleeding blue out here.
Yeah, there you go.
We might dye our hair, but I don't know if we're getting matching tats.
Third and midfield to go. Texas Fury in a bind here, in a hole. Wallace hangs it up, almost picked off by Wilson. And they'll surely punt here deep in their own zone, as Staten Island will take over on its own 5-yard line in this scoreless battle, approaching just 1 minute to go. One more look.
Yeah, big on big, right? Janaisha Wilson has had multiple interceptions in this tournament. Emma Clark has taken the ball and mossed many DBs throughout this tournament. Good on good. That's why the score you see is the way it is, because these teams are so talented. It's very hard for them to get that edge.
Allison Ganlon making that catch from the arm of Valentina Finetti.
Time is ticking down here. Remember, there's no, unless they call timeout, you're still under 40 seconds. They have to be able to get the ball moving.
Wilson lined up to the top of the screen. They fake the reverse to her. Finetti incomplete. Intended once again for number 5, Allison Ganlon. Sonia Chalil with good coverage. So in a blink, it's third and midfield to go, and we're going to have a timeout on the field taken by the Staten Island Giants in this battle between two undefeated teams. Both of them come in at 5-0, the winner going on to the final at 4 o'clock on ABC against the Apex Predators.
Now we can listen in a little bit to what the coaches are telling their players on the sideline.
Hey, who needs? Liv, you've been on the field. Take a sip, please. I know, but you've been on the field, babe. 10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Now, Phoebe, you were up here signaling timeout because you wanted them to have an opportunity to run a few more plays, and the people at home have to understand that you only get 3 timeouts for the whole game. So these coaches are very selective when they use those timeouts.
Absolutely, and really what you're thinking right now is, hey, we need to get a chunk play, get 10 yards, and then get another timeout and aim for the end zone. Get a double QB so you take the time off and pressure off the quarterback here.
Just 21 seconds to go, and boy, another procedure penalty.
Illegal procedure, offense. That's a 5-yard penalty, loss of down. They have decided to play after enforcement.
Very out of character here for Allison Ganlon. This is the second illegal procedure that we have had from her. The first was on the shave, and now here. She's a veteran player. She plays tackle, she plays flag. So that just goes to show what a huge stage this is right now and how badly these teams both want it.
Well, we spoke with head coach Coach Holt, who told us, hey, this time around, we're not going to have the same outcome. He told his team after coming off the field in defeat against Texas Fury several months ago in February, in losing to them, that, hey, next time this happens against them, we are not going to be the losers. But right now, 0-0, and boy, the defense is really locked in right now.
Yeah, and it makes you think, obviously you can't predict the future here, but to use a timeout in that situation, you've kind of burnt it a little bit. You may be wanting that. It's such a tight game now. What is it going to look like in the second half? We talk about the possession game.
Have an official timeout down on the field now.
Nobody said timeout.
Or excuse me.
Let them know, Coach.
Is he talking to me?
Let them know,
Talking
Coach.
right to you.
The officials are trying to figure it out, but as you mentioned, Mark, it's a barn burner.
Right.
When it comes to the score, but these are the two best defenses in the entire tournament. SIG's only giving up 2.4 points per game, and the Texas Fury are only giving up 5.6. So that's impressive for both of these teams to be such defensive stalwarts when they can put up so many points on offense.
Have used the timeout to change their declaration of play to punt.
I want you to look at block. Yo, they only got 2 plays.
Yeah, I heard somebody officially say play, which means they were going to go for it on fourth down to get to midfield, but they had to call a timeout to change their call, and now they punt. So Texas Fury taking over on its own 5.
2 timeouts burned and really nothing to show
Not
for
good.
it. That's not good. That could come back to haunt them in the second half.
Pass complete by Fury. That's Kelsey Quinn making the catch and run. 10 seconds to go. You got to work quickly here. Wallace under heat. Got the pass off complete. Out near midfield. 2 seconds to go. Marinelle Thompson gets the first down, but no time left. And folks, we told you that these games move along with brevity. That was fast. A quick 12 minutes as we go downstairs to Chris.
You took a big, deep breath. What's the pressure like right now, scoreless game at the half?
Yeah, this is a very competitive team who we are very familiar with. It's a back-and-forth fight, always, every single time we play them. Definitely a lot of pressure, but nothing we can't handle.
It's been a struggle to move the ball offensively. What adjustments do you need in the second half?
Yeah, I need to get the ball out quicker, and I've told my receivers to turn their heads a little quicker to make it a little bit easier for us to get completions.
I appreciate it. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
250,000 young women playing this game in this country, in this growing sport. Wallace's pass batted down by Kylie Catano on first and midfield.
She's been absolutely incredible. Look at her speed, big hands up, knowing it's getting in Ava Wallace's way. I mean, she was one of the first females to even receive a scholarship to play flag football in New Jersey.
It'll be second down in midfield in the scoreless battle. The winner of this moves on to the championship game at 4 o'clock. Wallace pulls behind her intended receiver, Chillick.
And guys, when you think about strategy coming into the second half, both teams are trying to push the ball down the field a little bit. So they come out saying, all right, we're going to try to take these easy completions. We call this in football, you can't go broke taking a profit. Take the easy throw. But the only way that works is if you actually catch the ball.
Right.
So the receivers and the quarterbacks have to get on the same page, start making these easy passes and catches so they don't have so far to go on these third and mids.
And that's what it is for Wallace. Comes underneath, and the pass is complete to her lanky, tall receiver, Emma Clark, but she was met immediately by Mary Wigren.
Will punt.
And it's 4th and mid, and they decide to punt.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer for them to punt in that situation. Phoebe mentioned Kylie Catano, one of the best rushers in this entire tournament. But it's not just about the sacks. Her and Caroline Jays have done a really nice job of making the quarterback uncomfortable and making them make decisions faster than they want to. Both of these teams formationally need to start using bunches to try to slow down that rusher.
Val Finetti pulls it, completes it, and it's complete to Allison Ganlon, who, since the latter part of that first half, started to get a little bit more involved offensively.
Absolutely, and you'll see they start to mix up their players. You won't see her at center all the time. She'll be moving around the field in different positions.
Finetti into traffic, threads the needle, complete, so it sets up a short third and midfield to go to Ganlon again.
And that was a very simple concept. You mentioned that Ganlon is at center. Snap the ball, run across the middle, and then Val Finetti throws a dime to it.
Finetti completes it, the ball extended over midfield. Mazziata making the catch, who is the rusher.
Yes, Jade Mazziata right here, runs a little hitch right in front of the line, get the ball out fast, you got off coverage, now get that ball extended. We've mentioned multiple times it's not where the person is, it's where the ball is. That's why it was another first down.
Finley makes that catch off the Finetti throw, and Finetti now in a good rhythm. Staten Island moving the ball down the field from their own 5. Second and goal. Finetti again completes it. Stopped at the 9 is Jade Mazziata. And here we go, 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line.
This is so hard, right? When you're running essentially hitches and short routes all the way down the field. Look, this is exactly what SIG want here. They want to be methodical. They want to use tempo. They want to be able to stress this defense because they're sitting all around 6-7 yards off. So take those 5-yard hitches. You're moving the ball.
100%, Phoebe. And that tempo that you mentioned that they are using is simply not just to run plays as fast as possible. It's to tire out the defense. When they give them time and they come to the sideline and talk with their coach about it, they're giving them a chance to get reset, catch their breath, and play better defense.
And Staten Island just burned one of its timeouts. So they are out of timeouts with all of 8:43 to go in the game. The Fury, meanwhile, out of Austin, Texas, have all 3 of theirs remaining. Let's listen in.
Take these, take these, take these. I don't know whose they are.
The winner of this game, of course, plays the Apex Predators in the championship game 4 on ABC. Conspicuous by her absence, we haven't heard the name of Janasia Wilson much on this drive, guys. But she's in the game now. Number 1. Benetti has gone to Allison Ganlin a lot. 3rd and goal. They have to get into the end zone here. Neither team has scored. Benetti almost sacked, incomplete. Tried to hit Wilson underneath. And Texas Fury will take over on downs from their own 5. Great pressure from Caroline Jays again.
Caroline Jays right there is your rusher. Watch her attack the quarterback. Stay low like you have to be able to go get that flag and change of direction. Val Vanetti had no chance right there because Caroline Jays did her job as the rusher.
She's been a defensive star for Texas Fury. That pass complete by Wallace to Thompson. It'll be second in midfield.
I'm glad they're starting to use the run option here because that's just going to slow down the rusher because they have to respect, are you handing it off? Are you keeping it? You're going to need that against a rusher like Kylie Caetano.
Second in midfield. Teams have 4 opportunities to get to that midfield stripe. Wallace complete. And the ball extended a couple more yards by Emma Clark. Working against Olivia Rijo. Rijo, one of those 4 players that attends Kaiser University.
And as much as we're talking about the rusher and Kylie Caetano, when we talked to Ava Wallace yesterday, she told us, hey, I don't really pay attention to the rusher. I try to make sure I keep my eyes down the field. And every quarterback coach in the country is saying, thank you for saying that, because that's what we want from our quarterbacks.
7:20 to go. Wallace gets it off. The pass complete. That was to Kelsey Quinn. Olivia Rijo making the tackle. But they get across midfield, 1st and goal.
And this is what happens. When they do some of these motions and shifts in the fake runs, it gives Ava Wallace a natural check down so that when Kylie Caetano does rush her and she can't keep her eyes downfield, she can dump it off nice and easy. And it helps when you have a 5'10", super fast athlete like Kelsey Quinn on the receiving end.
1st and goal from near midfield. Wallace comes underneath. And a complete pass and a good tackle there. Kelsey Quinn made the catch. Rijo the stop.
The rusher. Number 2, offense. That's a 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Loss of down. It's now 2nd down.
Tell me what you saw, Phoebe.
So once again, you're looking at the rusher here, Kylie Caetano, and you're looking at the receiver who's next to her. See how she kind of just bumps into her way? That is called impeding the rusher. You are forcing her off of her direct route to the quarterback. This comes up time and time again, so you always have to be aware as a receiver.
So they move it back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and goal for Texas Fury. Ava Wallace completes a pass and an immediate tackle on Marinelle Thompson by Olivia Rijo, who's made a bunch of stops today.
And here's why that penalty is so huge. It's not 3rd and mid. It's 3rd and goal. They got to get all the way to the end zone. So you see the defense has backed all the way up. If I'm Ava Wallace, I am not throwing to this side of the field because Janasia Wilson is on that side.
Okay.
Line up Emma Clark to your left and try to throw her a nice jump ball. She's 6 foot tall. Why not try to hit her with that?
Got Rijo on that side of the field defensively.
And that right there is Emma Clark, a.k.a. the Giant.
Ava Wallace down the side of the field. And, yeah, they went Wilson's way, and it didn't work out. Janasia Wilson knocks it down, and Staten Island Giants will take over from their own 5 on downs. Nobody has scored yet, and this could be Staten Island's last possession considering the time remaining. Finetti, who Riho just told her teammate she has the best arm, shows some of it there. Finley making the catch.
And Mark, I love that access to the players talking to each other. They're not out here playing powder puff football. This means something to them. They have the energy, and look at this.
Oh, Finetti took a shot down the field intended for Jessica Finley. A great target. Part of the original group had 2 touchdowns yesterday, but could not make the connection on that play.
I've said this time and time again, Phoebe. Everything you love about football is here present in flag. And the fact that these girls are out here balling out, trying. This is the clash of the Titans. These 2 teams are so dominant in this sport.
3rd and midfield complete. So they'll pick up the first down. Great catch by the trustworthy Allison Ganlin, and it's 1st and goal, 4:11 to go.
It's interesting. There's been a couple times now where the Texas Fury defense have not been aligned properly prior to the snap. They keep getting caught out. This could end up in a troublesome situation.
And this a rematch in Nationals from several months ago. Under 4 minutes to go. Finetti incomplete, intended for Janasia Wilson. Had it in her hands and couldn't squeeze it.
They were trying to get a situation where Janasia Wilson could catch and run. You saw the motion before the play. We always talk about how motion causes communication and can cause confusion. But once again, if you're the receivers on these short underneath routes, you got to ensure that catch.
Finetti caught by Rio. What a grab. She was the one inspiring her teammates on the sidelines a moment ago. And it's 3rd and goal.
Oh my goodness, Riho with a nice post route across the middle, catches that all hands, no body. Look at that athleticism, man. This is incredible.
This is going to be a really big play here. Your 3rd and goal. You've really got to punch it in for the Giants. Only under 3 minutes left in this game. I mean, this is flying by. It could be next person with the possession could potentially win this.
Staten Island does not have any timeouts. Texas Fury has all 3. Finetti open. Touchdown! Staten Island Wilson with a huge catch. The first score of the game comes with under 2:40 to go.
We've been talking about Janasia Wilson. We knew that at some point that she was going to come up, runs a nice little, we call it a rail route in football, makes that catch. No regard for where the defender is. She is willing to put it all on the line for her team, and that's exactly what you meant. Phoebe, you talked about it. That possession right there, that play was huge.
Huge extra point coming up right now for Staten Island Giants. They lead 6-0. Texas Fury does have all 3 timeouts remaining. High snap. Finetti corrals it into the end zone. Waiting. Caught. The extra point is good. Allison Ganlin.
Oh, man, what a throw. What a play. You see the excitement from Val Finetti right there. Just a nice corner route here from Allison Ganlin. And when I say this, I mean it, people. Val Finetti might be a lefty, but she throws it just right.
Ava Wallace needs a miracle. She completes the pass to Thompson. Wigren stopped her almost immediately with 90 seconds to play.
Now the girls are having to get lined up quickly, and the Giants defense are great at removing any yards after catch. They really drive down on those flagpoles.
Wallace got it off in time. And a nice stop on Thompson by Riho, who made that big touchdown catch a moment ago. There she is. The clock running with 1:08 to play. Wallace comes under again. The ball extended beyond midfield. It's going to be 1st and goal. Thompson with another catch. Ganlin with another stop.
Another veteran play right there by NFL Flag Player of the Year, Allison Ganlin. Not just making the tackle, but also making it just beyond the midfield line, making Texas Fury have to go the entire second half of the field to score this touchdown.
Another quick completion. Trinity Hutchins stopped Wigren. 36 seconds to go, 35 and still running. Not using any timeouts yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they haven't used their timeouts. They've got 3 left. This clock is rolling down. I get they don't want Giants to have the ball, but you need to slow down this clock.
They need a big chunk play here, Phoebe.
Who's it going to come from? Wallace. lacerating that defense. Stopped at the 11-yard line. The pass complete to Chillick. Olivia Rijo making the tackle.
Timeout.
And now they're going to burn one of their 3 remaining timeouts on 3rd and goal, which means they have to get into the end zone on the score. Let's listen in.
Who's got it? Because the play don't care who makes it, baby. The play don't care who makes it.
Keenan, do you want to look at X1?
X1.
Do you want to look at it?
I'm going to go X1 mirror or regular?
Are they sitting on the
Mirror sausage?
But I think the middle might be open. We don't want to go to the right side. Okay, so mirror.
Mirror sausage?
Yeah.
Mirror sausage.
Hey, everybody, I need you to stay your route for a little bit. You especially. Get your head around quick.
Hey, fire. Fire off that line of scrimmage. Fire off that line of scrimmage. Create separation. Let's go.
Finish on me. Finish on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
Robert Phoebe, X1 mirror is the call.
X1 mirrors the call. I mentioned this before the half. Do not throw this ball to the side that Janaisha Wilson is on.
Okay.
She's a ball hawk when on the defensive side of the football. They're going to run similar routes to both sides. That's what mirror stands for.
Here we go. Ava Wallace trying to tie it up. Incomplete behind her receiver with 9 seconds to go. They've got 2 timeouts remaining intended for Adeline Chillick.
Wow.
And that is the ball game. They could not convert. And that means that the Staten Island Giants find atonement and a little bit of retribution in losing to Texas Fury back in February.